Well, it's no secret the holidays mean cookies and candy and lots of it. Our sweet tooth is happy, but there may be a cost to eating so much sugar in the long run. Cookbook author Jayne Jones found that out the hard way, but then she figured out how to do sweet without the sugar. Good morning, Jayne.
Hey, good morning. And hey, we do have a good Christmas holiday cookie for you right here. It's completely sugar-free. It's a peanut butter cookie with almost like a caramel peanut inside texture. It's completely sugar-free. So you can have those cookies.
You're making me hungry. You're making me hungry. How do you do it?
Well, here's the deal. You know what? So basically, I ended up in the emergency room, had no idea I was very sick. Blood pressure, I'm embarrassed to tell you, was like 289/189. They diagnosed me as severely diabetic. So I had to figure out a way. I used to love this kitchen. I had to figure out a way to get myself back in this kitchen. I'm completely diabetic, medicine-free, insulin-free, 60 pounds lighter, and my vision's back to 20/20. But hey, I loved baking before I got sick, and now I even love baking even more, and I love the holidays. So I had to figure out how to do it. Today, you know what we're making?
What are we making?
No sugar baker peppermint pie. And you know what? Your choice on this one. I'm not a big fan of peppermint meets cocoa, but if you are, you can actually make a cocoa crust. Cocoa is actually sugar-free, good for you. A little bit of cocoa, a little bit of almond flour, a little bit of butter for the crust, okay? So that's why you bake the crust and get it all rolled out. Now, the guts of the pie is the key, right? The guts of the pie is the filling of the pie is so important. It's 8 ounces of cream cheese softened, a half a cup of butter. You're gonna cream those together. You know what I like about this recipe? You don't need the little mixer out. You can just do it yourself. I use a product called Swerve. It's an all-natural root vegetable sweetener that I found at the grocery store by the luck of God. Go ahead and put 1 cup of the Swerve. They make a confectioner's flavor, which is like their mimic, so to speak, to confectioner's powdered sugar, but it doesn't raise my blood glucose level. It's calorie free, and hey, it tastes good.
Do you know what the Swerve is made out of?
You know, they say it's made out of root vegetables.
Okay.
And I think it's one of the proprietary secrets. I have no idea, but hey, you know what? I like it, and it works. Now, you're gonna take a whipping cream that you did make ahead of time, fold it right into the filling, and now, here comes a couple secret ingredients. How do you make peppermint pie without peppermint, Jayne Jones? That's a good question, right? You're gonna find yourself a little bit of peppermint extract. You can find it at your grocery store. Just a bounce of it, a bounce of vanilla, too. And then, because you're not actually using the peppermint candy, right, that gives you that nice pink color, go ahead, cream it together, and squirt in. I'm gonna do 2 drops of red food coloring. That's gonna give it that pink color. So if you're looking for that pink, festive, fun color, it'll do it. Top it with some more heavy whipping cream. Right here's the pie that I finished. And then, oh yes, there are sugar-free peppermint candies out there. You can buy at your local grocery store. I chopped a few up. Then you can actually dazzle it right on top of the pie. Now, here's our secret. Don't you tell a single soul this pie is absolutely sugar-free. Let your guests and family members have 2 pieces of it, and then tell them, you know what? That peppermint pie you're divulging is completely sugar-free, so go ahead and have a 3rd slice too.
So you're saying people can't even taste it. And when you're doing this, do you know about how many calories are in your pie? If people are conscious about that, maybe they're trying to cut back in that regard?
Well, here's what I say. There's a ton of online nutritional apps out there. Go ahead and use your exact ingredients that you're using. So go ahead and put it in your branded ingredients into one of those apps. Find out your calories. Find out your serving size, right? Because if your serving size, my serving size probably is a very small sliver of a pie versus kind of a huger chunk that my husband likes to have, right? So then they'll actually go into your daily count. So you know your calorie intake, you know your fat intake, you know your carbohydrates intake. I know it's very important for a diabetic, along with, of course, that sugar intake, which that sugar intake is 0. On this one, too, your carbohydrate intake would be just a little bit because there's a little bit of almond flour, a little bit of cocoa. Other than that, it should be very low in carbohydrates. But hey, like I said earlier, all these recipes are at nosugarbaker.com. We got your Christmas cookies covered too. Even a peppermint patty, mint flavored chocolate cookie. I have it right here in the center of it. I'm not quite sure you can see it on camera, but oh my gosh, it's got like chocolate melting on the inside.
You're making me too hungry.
Sugar-free, friends. It's all there, along with even this new dandy. It's a pecan pie cookie. Pecan pie into a cookie. And I'm not kidding you, all sugar-free. Best for the holidays. Go ahead, get yourself back baking again. That's what I had to do. You know, I think it actually saved my life.
Jayne,
not kidding.
Thank you so much for showing us how to do this. Real quickly before I go, you wrote this book. Is there a recipe or something in here that you really think people should try out first if they're new to trying to cook sugar-free?
Well, I have two. My very favorite recipe is the Holy Smokes pumpkin bars. You know why it's called Holy Smokes pumpkin bars?
Tell me.
Because after you eat it, you say, holy smokes, you can't believe it's completely sugar-free. And then I also like, as a Minnesota girl, I also like pasta. Well, pasta can't exist in my life anymore. So I make a cheese-based lasagna that, you know what? You'll never miss pasta again after you try it.
Jayne, thank you so much for joining us and showing us how to maybe safely indulge our sweet tooth this holiday season and find a way to do it.
Here's the deal. If I can do it, you can do it too. I have no doubt.
Thank you, Jayne.